in Ekiti State.
Yes, Esther, it's been a long day here in Ado-Ekiti. As we've been relaying and told you earlier, that particular process was actually disrupted and suspended now, and we don't have official communication on when next we can have anything. But I can tell you for free that on the 24th of this month is the deadline for the submission of the name. So we just have some days to go to that, finally to submit to. I have the aspirants, one of the aspirants of the All Progressive Congress. He has been at the center of the controversy. That's Dr. Kayode Fayemi. Your name kept coming up, popping up, and there's this kind of impression that we journalists have that some of your brothers that are aspirants, they don't actually want you in this race.
It's not an impression, it's a fact. They tried all manner of things to prevent me from even joining the race, whilst acknowledging that constitutionally I am qualified to run for another time, even though I've been governor in the state before. And I think it's quite unfortunate. Everything that you saw today was organized, premeditated, and orchestrated by some of the aspirants using thugs associated with them. And when you look at the video of what transpired this afternoon, it was very clear that these were people known as associates of some of these aspirants.
But it's as if these people, that they're your brothers, they are close to you. You couldn't reach consensus. 33 aspirants came out, and that was prone. You guys were prone to have this kind of crisis.
Not necessarily. This is the All Progressive Congress. This is not the PDP. For us, it's about democracy. Let a thousand flowers bloom, and in that process, let the guidelines undergirding the election hold. All the aspirants met with the Al-Makura committee yesterday. We agreed on things, and one of the things we agreed on, in hindsight now, was actually what led to some of the things that you saw. Because instead of the guideline of the party that says every aspirant must have just one agent, Governor Al-Makura, in his wisdom, conceded to the request of some of the aspirants that there should be more agents. And if you watch carefully, those that paraded themselves as agents were these thugs.
How many agents represented you there?
How many agents represented me? For the accreditation, I had 4 agents.
Okay.
For the actual election, I had 1 agent, Honorable Ese Abejide, very well-known politician, former chairman of the local government, former member of the Local Government Service Commission, a very experienced, respected figure in the party.
Your other aspirants alleged that you financially induced delegates. You camped them in hotels outside, the states, and because of what they describe as your heavy war chests, that it's as if is an attempt to outmuzzle them from the race.
Frankly, I think that's digital tattoo. And no serious-minded politician will listen to you and buy that with an iota of seriousness. The reality is that this is a delegate selection. We'll have to convince delegates about...
Did you bribe delegates?
Why would I need to bribe anybody? Why? These delegates became delegates when I was governor in this state. Whether you like it or not, many of them feel that they do owe me a commitment for providing them with the democratic space to thrive. And many of the people who are contesting now spent the better part of the last 3.5 years trying to get rid of them as delegates in the party.
Way forward now. What can be done now?
Frankly,
4 out of 16 local governments actually exercise their franchise. Effectively, disenfranchising over 60%.
That must stand, because there is absolutely nothing.
The four local governments, they should continue with the process.
They will have to continue the prayer with the 5th local government. That is the only way you are not going to disenfranchise those who had already exercised their franchise. I would not stand for anything other than that, because it will be undemocratic.
Some are saying the party can raise a consensus within the aspirants. Come together to get a consensus candidate and not to go through the rigor of primaries again.
We are a democratic party. The train left that station long ago. A consensus that was not reached before people procured forms, a consensus that was not reached before they went for screening, a consensus that was not reached before they went before the panel appointed by the party to conduct the election. No, we've gone way past that. This election would end. We must insist on democracy as the basis of our choice, because that's the only way we can stand for the principles this party has been known for. I happen to have a history in this regard. I was the person who conducted the first democratic primaries for this party in December 2014. That's one of the things that endeared us as a party to Nigerians, because it was clean, it was transparent, it was credible. And there was nothing that happened today
I want to thank you
to suggest that what Governor Makura and his team did was anything but credible.
I want to thank you, Dr. Kayode Fayemi. Dr. Kayode Fayemi is an aspirant of from the All Progressive Congress here in Ekiti State, ahead of the July 14th, 2018